wise person once told me, dreams don't work unless you do.
We try so hard in our lives to fit in. We try to fit into certain groups, certain frats, certain sororities, among certain friends, yet the people we idolize are the ones that stand out. But when you're prepared, there is no fear. There is no fear of failure, because even if you've walked out of something and you feel like you failed at it, your preparation is so strong that you're gonna take that failure and turn it into the outcome you desire. And most people stop at failure, okay? We've all failed at things. I'm gonna continue to fail at stuff, right? It's the most powerful tool you can use, but it all depends on how you use it.
What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears, that you experience the fear, as the one book says, feel the fear and do it anyway?
Life is 10% what happens to you, is 90% what you do about it. No matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you can take the lid off of your job. And if you're wondering if you still have the lid on in your life, here are some clues that's gonna let you know that the lid is still on. If you're not excited about waking up in the morning, if you're sitting around bored out of your mind, if you got time to do everything anybody asks you to do, you probably got the lid on. If when you tell your dreams to all your friends, it makes sense to them, you got your lid on, man. Your dreams should not make sense to everybody. You gotta say something that make people go, how you gonna do that? That's when you got the lid off. And if I were you, I'd do that. I'd take the lid off. Makes sense to me, don't it?
They're always gonna get ready to get set to get going. What we've gotta do is, boom, just like that, move into action.
Every time you remember your dream, you're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is, even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You keep looking for a new opportunity. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
Here's the secret. The people that do the most with their lives, the people that seem the most self-assured, the ones that seem to embody confidence, the ones that seem to define confidence, they're the ones that had to face down the most fear. They simply didn't linger in it.
Don't hate your competitors. Respect your competitors. Learn from him.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I gotta think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. I said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second.
Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
I believe in manifestation. I believe in putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key.
So we want to get really sensitized, acutely sensitized, sensory acuity, to whether what we're doing is working or not. And by the way, sensory acuity is really the measure of a person's intelligence. What I mean by that is, how do we measure intelligence? Intelligence is a measure of the number and quality of distinctions you have in a given situation.
You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right, this is your training period. This is the tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this, other people have done it. It doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know.
So when it comes down to performance, we would advertise through Facebook manually, like we said there. So just a great example, like I had an HVAC client and my lead for an HVAC sale, right? So we would advertise a product plus installation would be about $37 Canadian. Okay, that manually. On certain areas would be like Calgary, where less populated, would be like $27. The moment we start running ads, that cost went from, let's say, 27 to 9 US. That's 12. And there's no way I can explain it. Yeah. It's just, all I got to just smile. I find that our clients, within, I would say 30, 40 days, they're catching what I call a money glitch, because their businesses explode. Like, I seriously have an HVAC client. We went from $10 a day to $100 a day within 30 days. This dude banked $250,000 cash.
Hey there, it's Candace with Launch Your Merch. I'm hands for you guys, but I wanted to make this quick video to give a big shout out to Launch Ads. I have never run ads in my life. I have never wanted to run ads. I've always outsourced it. I've always passed it to other people. It was just too intimidating, honestly. I've heard too many horror stories about people spending all their money and losing all their money and not making any sales. So honestly, just wasn't my forte. But I got introduced to Launch Ads and I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. I had a client, she wanted to run ads. I was like, hey, let's try this out. She trusted me, I trusted myself. We had a very small ad budget and we made 40 sales for her online store in the very first month with a small ad budget. So I was super ecstatic and pleased that I was like, okay, I could do this. And my client was super happy. So if you are a business owner and you are looking to run ads and you're a little bit like me, inexperienced, hesitant, check it out. Work smarter, not harder, and let it bring in the money for you. Launch Ads, guys.
3 P's that you got to annihilate, crush, or destroy if they're getting in the way of your progress in a relationship or your career or your happiness or your health. These are the 3 P's that make learned helplessness. Number 1, you think the problem is permanent. Once you've had enough disappointment, sometimes your brain doesn't want to get disappointed, so it's a permanent problem. Please write down, no problem is permanent. Only your soul is permanent. Nothing's forever. Everything changes. Everything eventually ends and something new begins. That's part of life. Those are the seasons of life. The second P that keeps people in learned helplessness so they don't change, this belief's got to be annihilated, broken through, and that it's pervasive. That means that because my relationship's not great, my whole life is horrible. Then you're forgetting you do have health, or you do have friends, or you do have a job, or you do have whatever. I can breathe. And the third one is we think the problem is personal. There's something wrong with me. And if you start believing that, it becomes self-fulfilling. You give up. See, I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not smart enough. I always screw it up. So those 3 P's got to be destroyed.
Ask yourself one question. Am I a doer or a dabbler? Marketers are doers. They want to sell online and make a profit doing it. Marketers say they make it hard at times, but it's possible. Dabblers say it may be possible, but it's too hard. Marketers have proven plans and frameworks. Dabblers have excuses. Marketers see possibilities. Dabblers see problems. Marketers make it happen. Dabblers let it happen. Marketers sell on Launchcard. Dabblers exist on other platforms. Which are you, a marketer or a dabbler? I am a marketer.
Hey everybody, I am live. Greg Ryder coming at you. Are you a dabbler or are you a marketer? Put a dabbler or marketer in the chat box and let me know you can hear me. Okay, I see Wes says perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Wes. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I am flying solo as usual today, and there's always a little bit of delay when I'm using StreamYard. So let me know if you can hear me. Are you a marketer or are you a dabbler? I don't know that I'll ever get tired of that video. Even though it's kind of outdated, this kind of stuff, I love it. I just love that video. And I love that, we got old, what's his name's voice on that thing. Okay, so I see Lee is a marketer. We got, I can hear you from Wes. My eyes are not doing good right now. I don't know what's going on. I need to kind of like... You know how it is when you get old, your eyes don't function quite like I do what I have to do. All right, cool. All right. Well, today we are going to do the encore and do a presentation on launch webinars. And you're probably wondering, why am I doing a webinar on StreamYard when I have launch webinars? Now, last week I did it on launch webinars, and the reason I'm doing it on StreamYard is I love the switching ability of putting your comments up here. Like, I can put the comment up here. Here's Wes's comment. I can hear you, and Lee Gray's comment. I love that. I love how I can go full screen to my PowerPoint. I can come back to me really super easy. And so I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to do this on StreamYard because why? I'm going to take this recording and I'm going to make it an automated webinar. And then I'm going to put it into my automations for all of our LaunchCart products. So at some point, no matter when you come into LaunchCart's ecosystem, you're going to be introduced to launch webinars and you're going to come to this recorded webinar. So with that being said, I'm not going to put this in the recorded webinar, right? So I'm going to officially start right now. Hey, this is Greg Ryder coming at you. I'm sitting here in Southern California at my home office, and today I am going to introduce you to launchwebinars.ai, and we're going to talk about how you can explode your business using webinars, but more importantly, having AI write the webinar for you, create the slides for you, and then if you want to do them live, you can still do them live, or you can do the automated webinar. So it's this sales guy going 7/24/365. Now, so with that being said, let me go over here and first tell you one thing important. The webinar I'm about to show you, the slides, were created in about 15 minutes with the AI that's in Launch Webinars, which I am going to demo for you. And I'm going to take somebody on this call right now today. I'm going to take your website and I'm going to use your website as the prompt. And we're going to create a webinar live on the fly, live while we do it. Okay. So get ready. If you want me to create a webinar for you, the slide deck and the slides, get ready to post and paste your website And it needs to be a website that has some good contents because, you know, it's going to pull the content to write the webinar. And I'm going to create that for you live. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I want to tell you that I didn't edit this much. I put a few pictures here and there because I wanted to show you what it does out of the box with very, very little input and very, very little effort on my part. And it can even do better than what I'm going to show you. But I want to show you is it creates webinars that convert, proven, and not proven by me and not proven by my customers because this is new to us, but proven by the customers of the company that I white labeled. So this is a white label product, and I will reveal to you exactly who that is because I'm borrowing their credibility. And because I've made so much money with webinars in my career, I'm like, the fact that I could white label it and I can now have launch webinars.ai, it's like, oh, that's a no-brainer for me. So with that being said, let me go full screen. And we're going to talk today about exploding your business with AI and automated webinars. And now again, see, it created this title slide, but I did put that photo in there of me standing in front of a fake crowd. That's one of these AI photo things I created, okay? So I'm going to be very transparent about that all the way through here. Now, disclaimer, it's for educational purposes only. I'm not guaranteeing any specific results, and you'll see exactly why it's working for thousands of entrepreneurs. Now, again, I never put disclaimers in my webinars, but the AI put this in. So, okay, I'm going to leave it. So again, every slide in here that you're going to see was created by the AI platform that you're going to have access to very soon. Okay. So what you're going to learn today will change the way you scale your business forever. One, we're going to talk about how to build high converting sales webinars in minutes, not weeks. We're going to talk about how AI automation can fill up your funnel and close sales on autopilot 24/7, 365. We're going to talk about the exact skills or exactly how any business can grow with this technology. And you don't need any tech skills, right? And we're going to talk about how you can eliminate 99% of the headaches that keep most business owners stuck, right? Now, again, I didn't create this slide, but I did create this image and I threw this image in here. It had another image in here, okay? Now see, this image the AI created and I just left it, right? So, and this unlocks your ability. See, and I would add your up there because again, I like using the word your and you because it speaks to you differently. So, and unlocks the ability to run webinars and sell while you sleep, literally, generate more qualified leads, sales, and freedom, again, while you sleep. Say goodbye to the expensive freelancers and frustrating tech. Don't need it. It's not that you don't have to do it anymore. And actually connect with prospects without being glued to your laptop. And again, one of the reasons that webinars, you're on one night right now, and I do appreciate your time and thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. Is and you're in my ecosystem already, or you wouldn't. I didn't invite any stranger to this, only my database, right? So, but the more time you spend with me, the more trust I earn, the more ability you have to go, man, I like Greg. I want to be in his world. And the same thing for you. And I don't care if you're an e-commerce store. I don't care if you're a brick and mortar store. I don't care. You can leverage webinars to build rapport, do the sales pitch for you, and put it into some automations and help you scale your business faster and better. You can. It doesn't matter what business you're in, okay? So, and then you have to ask yourself how your life would be different, right? And as I promised in my emails, I think, is if you stay to the very end, I am going to add you guys to a automation, and I'm going to give you my pocket offer playbook, which is a step-by-step build offers that convert to build a buyer's list. I'm going to give you my Goldilocks ICP blueprint that I created. And helps you really dial in who your ideal client profile is, that Goldilocks customer that's just right, not too hot, not too cold, but it's just right. And then we're going to give you some special launch pricing that I'm going to keep open for a few days, and then we're going to shut it down and go to our normal pricing. And this is going to be the lowest price that we'll ever sell launch webinars for, okay? So who is this for? This is for coaches and consultants, course creators and experts, SaaS and software businesses, agencies and service providers, small businesses, real estate pros, anyone who wanted to automate in sales and grow. That's it. Now, again, I didn't create this slide. These slides were created by the technology, and it gave it this little blue line. It created this font. The AI actually created this image. This is all built by the AI, right? Now, why listen to me? Well, I've done pretty good with webinars. I generated over $1 million in a single week using webinars. There I am holding the ClickFunnels 2 Club Award for doing $1 million. And I did mine in a week. And how did I do that? I got to tell you guys a quick story. So we were getting ready to launch a software product, and I had a full-time web developer, and we didn't use ClickFunnels. I didn't use ClickFunnels. And we did everything hand-coded. And the reason we did everything hand-coded is page load speed, split testing, tracking, UTM code, everything. We could do it all ourselves. And it was it was better. And so and then the guy that was my webmaster at this time, for some reason, disappears on me 2 weeks before launch, and none of my funnels were completed, and they weren't done. And I literally had 22 webinars lined up in 1 week. 22, maybe it's even more, maybe it was 25, but I had a lot of webinars lined up for 1 week. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I go get a ClickFunnels account, and I use ClickFunnels, and I did all my webinars that 1 week on ClickFunnels and hit the $1 million mark in 1 week. Now, what also was interesting about that story is in order to get the ClickFunnels, it has to be on ClickFunnels. They have to be able to verify it. They can log in and see all the stats, right? But number two, it has to be over $1 million. We were at $998,000 or $990,000. We were like $990,000 at 11:30 p.m. and the cart was closing at midnight. And actually, it seems like we did like 20 grand that last hour. But literally, I crossed. I'm like, we're closing the cart at midnight. I'm up answering questions, and I actually was live streaming. And we actually crossed the $1 million mark at 11:59. And I'm like, dude, that was amazing. $1 million in a week. It was incredible. So that's kind of a cool story. So, and then since then, I've done millions. Like I literally have done millions, and I know how to do this stuff. I've written hundreds of webinar slide decks, and I literally learned how to do webinars way back in the early 2000s from a guy named Armin Morin and Alex Mandozian. And then I've been friends with those guys, and Onyx Singal is a big webinar guy. And then I got into Jason Fladlin's world. And Jason Fladlin is absolutely 100%, no doubt, the GOAT when it comes to webinars. There's no better training, there's no better teaching than Jason Fladlin. And I can quantify that by saying a few things. One is he was hired by Zoom to teach all of Zoom customers how to do webinars. That's pretty significant. Number two, he's hired by Tony Robbins to do Tony Robbins webinars. That's pretty strong. Number three, he was hired by Alex Hormozi to help Alex Hormozi with his webinars. And if you guys don't know, Alex Hormozi just did that $100 million day, basically with like 1,000 slide deck webinar, 3-hour webinar, 4-hour webinar, however long it was. And Jason Fladlin was behind the scenes on that one. So the guy's the GOAT. He's amazing what it is, right? So I've been trained by the best, and now I'm the founder of Launch Commerce, which was formerly called Launch Cart. So Launch Commerce is the corporate entity officially, and underneath Launch Commerce, we have Launch Cart, Launch CRM, Launch Ads, Launch Webinars, Launch Data. And, you know, I love God, I love family, I love America, and I love helping entrepreneurs win. That's, I have the nickname of the entrepreneur's best friend because I'm good at what I do, and I want to help entrepreneurs succeed, and that's you, right? That's you. Okay, so let's get real for a second, though, right? I know what it's like to write a webinar script and then create 100 slides or more per webinar. It's hard. This is not easy to do webinars. And then to do a webinar that actually converts and have the persuasion techniques and the transition from training to pitch and all that kind of stuff, it's hard. It's not easy. This is not an easy task. But when you do it, you can have your first 6-figure day. You can have your first 7-figure month. You can make a lot of money and build up your list and build up your stuff. It's one of the best ways to sell. And it's obvious, right? Because what are we doing? We're selling one-to-many. I actually had a client yesterday who was doing a webinar pitch one at a time because I actually have slides and I do like a webinar pitch one on one. I don't know how to do a webinar with one-to-many. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to help you out. So Dr. Sanjay. He's got some cool stuff. So it's just big, right? So I've been waiting for this day where AI can make it easy. And today is the day. Today is that day, okay? And with that being said, that's what changed everything is I white labeled a company called Webinar Kit. Now, Webinar Kit created a tool, or Webinar Kit is the tool that removes the friction and lets anyone launch winning presentations, no matter what your skill. And these may not be Jason Fladlin, the best of the best, but they're good and they work. I've seen too much of it. I've watched it. I've monitored it. I've created with it. You're seeing it right now. This is a good webinar script that we're going through right now. And so they came with the white label program. So I snagged it up, and that's the launch of launchwebinars.ai. So here you are. And I don't mind sharing that it's white label because I think it gives me credibility. And we've integrated this into Launch CRM already. And so it can come with Launch CRM if you're on our $297 a month plan. And if you already have Launch CRM, we could add it to it. But it's just great. I'm just so excited, right? So today, entrepreneurs just like you can sell around the clock without managing teams or jumping on live calls all day. You can automate the webinar, the follow-up, the leads, the sales, the Q&A, everything, right? Now, if you have a high ticket item and you're selling something that's maybe over $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, you might still want to stick with your live calls. But anything under $2,000, $3,000, you should be able to sell on a webinar, okay? So keep that in mind, right? And then on borrowing, he's got 18,000 people that have signed up and been using Webinar Kit for, I don't know, years and years and years. So now it's offered inside the Launch Commerce ecosystem. So this isn't something that we created, we're trying to create, we're trying to compete. We've just paid money to white label somebody else's technology and call it our own, right? And of course, I pay a good fee for that. And it's going to be good for you because now I can offer prices to you better than you can get from them, right? So it's going to deliver real results, right? So if I can do it, you can do it, and business can do it, you can too, right? So again, I would reword that if I wrote this webinar, right? But still, it's not bad. 18,000 businesses trust Webinar Kit, so we can too. And I also shared how I did over $1 million in a week using webinars, so I'm talking from experience. Tens of millions of cumulative online sales for me doing webinars, so I'm coming from experience. And I'm going to come back to your question, Elaine, and I'm going to answer your question, okay? So don't go anywhere. So look, are you guys ready to discover and see how AI can build, launch, and scale your webinars so you can service on focusing on your clients? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're going, yeah, I'm digging this. I like the idea of webinars. I can see myself doing webinars, live webinars, automated webinars. I can see myself having AI write it and help me get it done. Okay. So here's my goal for you today, right? I want to show you exactly how you can launch and automate high converting webinars. I'm going to reveal to you how to leverage AI so you never stress over scripts, slides, or tech again. And then I'm going to set you up to grow without limits with launch webinars and make more profit. Okay. I'm going to go over 3 quick secrets, and then I'm going to dive into a demo, right? So 3 secrets to selling with AI and automated webinars in 2025. Now, again, look, there you go. I'm going to fix that real quick. So the AI didn't give me the right date. So I'm going to change that from, the AI still thinks it's 2025. So let me get that and go save. And I'll go back to my webinar. So 3 secrets to selling with AI and automated webinars in 2026. Secret number 1, you don't need to be live or a tech genius for killer conversions. And again, everybody who knows me, I have done once or twice automated webinars, but I've always done live. I think I like doing them, number 1. Number 2, I'm always tweaking and optimizing and changing and updating. And but my goal is now that I have launched webinars, and I'll tell you, the last technology I had, Webinar Fuel, I was paying $197 a month plus a whole bunch of extra add-ons. And so it was literally $300-400 a month for an automated webinar, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It didn't work for me. And it's a good platform. I got to say, it's a good platform. But it had things that I didn't like and that this does. And then the program before that, I was paying $497 a month for automated webinars. And I'm like, dude, I just can't justify paying that much. Well, now we can do live or automated. And so I'm going to create automated webinars for Launch Cart, for Launch Ads, for Launch CRM, for Launch Webinars, and for Launch Data, which is my new tool that, boy, we're going to do that next week. I'm going to blow your mind with Launch Data. Okay. So this is going to be cool. Okay. So secret number 1, live plus automated is the real winning model. So what the technology is telling us is that we want to do some live. We want to figure out what's working and what's not working, fine tune it, and then go automate it. And then the blend of live with evergreen really is good, right? So you run events 24/7 with your automated, but you throw a live in once in a while and you're still making money while you sleep, okay? Secret number 2, AI handles all the hard stuff. Let me ask you guys a question. Put AI in the chat box if AI has been saving you time. And then actually put AI and then put it's saving me 4 hours a week, it's saving me 10 hours a week, it's saving me 40 hours a week. I'd like to get an idea of how much time AI is saving you now. It's saving me 30, 40 hours a week. In easy. I've got this stuff dialed in and it's working for me. I'd like to know how it's working for you. But AI is going to save us time. So it's all about leveraging these new tools to automate and scale our business. So let me see here. Okay, back to my presentation. It's going to write the sales script. You don't have any copywriting blocks. It's going to design your slides in seconds. No graphic skills required. It's going to respond to your Q&A automatically. So there's an AI chat bot that will answer the questions in your chat automatically. And then all the follow-ups and offers and engagement are totally hands-off. They're automated. Okay, so Lee's like, boom, 40 hours writing code. He's saving 40 hours. So perfect, right? Secret number 3, an all-in-one platform that replaces a half a dozen expensive tools. No more Frankenstein tech stack. Forget Zapier. Forget design software. Forget webinar platforms. It just does it all. Okay? How easy is it? I'm going to show you that any second. I'm going to demo to you how to launch a webinar from scratch in minutes, not weeks. An AI-powered script, 1 click, slides instantly built. And I shouldn't say instantly. It takes 10, 15 minutes to build the slides. It does EMS, and that's pre-written email and text message. And registration page, boom, all that stuff's done, okay? So do you guys agree? Give me a yes in the box if you get excited about this and you can see how webinars, headaches are going to go away, no more tech overwhelm, no more copywriting frustration, no burning out over live every day. Let me see a yes. And look at that. Lane's coming in. Lane's saying, AI is a multiplier for me. It makes my day become 3. Awesome. That's that, right? So again, I love that term. I'm gonna borrow that from you. A multiplier. So rather than quantifying and saving time, she's multiplying it. So she's getting maybe 3 days worth of work in 1 day, right? So in that case, she's saving. You could equate that to time. So that's awesome. So got it going. Okay. So time for the live demo. Somebody give me a website. Somebody give me a website that I can write a webinar with. And while I'm waiting on that, because we're a little bit behind here, for those of you who aren't, that are watching this webinar and you don't know who Greg Redder is or the ecosystem, launchcommerce.ai. I'm a proud American. I'm a proud patriot. I'm born and raised in America. I live in Southern California. And over the last 7 years, we have accumulated and put together an ecosystem of technology that can do anything and everything you need to do, all integrated in a one package. I have Launch Cart, which is my alternative to Shopify. I have Launch CRM, which again, I white labeled this. This is a go high level CRM. It's awesome. I have Launch Ads, which is an AI advertising platform that's incredible. It makes it so anybody easy. You don't have to, it replaced the whole agency, and you don't have to be a genius to run ads anymore. Now we're talking about launch webinars today. Of course, I have my Launch Academy, and then I have my Launch AI Workforce, where that's my AI phone receptionist, It's my AI conversational chat bot we have over here. And then I just recently put together Launch Data, which this is a big data company, and I can help reduce your advertising costs by 10 to 40%. It is incredible. So leads for anything. We have a database of basically 200 million people, and it scours like 600 million websites every day. And I create these intent-based database leads, what people have intending to do. It's incredible. I'm not gonna get. I am gonna do a webinar on that soon, but so stay tuned for that. Okay. So I have now logged into Launch Webinars. This is what the dashboard looks like. Okay. In here we have the AI Creator Suite, right? And I can create a new script. Okay, so Lee. See, the problem is I can't copy and paste that. Hey, Lee, do me a favor. Drop that in WhatsApp to me, and I'll try to use that. But I can't copy and paste it from the StreamYard tool. So I'm going to open up WhatsApp. Oh, so by the way, everybody listening, I'm going to give a shout out to Lee. So Lee's been a Launchcart customer for a couple of years, and he's an engineer, but he's also a trader. And he has written a trading program that's earning double-digit returns with about an 88% win rate. And he's got a track record of well over 9 months. It's doggy. So if you guys are interested in doing that, DM me, hit me up, email support, and we'll get you involved. And it's a small investment of like a $5,000 account can get you earning double-digit returns on your money. It's amazing. Okay, all right, I got it, Lee. So I'm going back here. So I'm going to hit new script, and again, I don't know how else it's going to work because I don't know. So we're going to generate the script with AI and autofill prompt questions. So let me go back that for a second. So when I hit generate with AI, it's asking me what's the name of the do I want a 20 to 40 slide webinar? Do I want a 50 to 70, 80 to 120, or do I want a VSL? Now, if I was going to be doing a 90-minute webinar, I'm going to probably do 80 to 120 slides. For today, I'm just going to click 20 to 40 because it takes time to do it. But then it says, okay, what's the event title? And there's little bubbles here. Who's the event presenter? Who's the main what's the main promise? Who's the event for? Give me the pain points. Add a pain point. Give me the biggest desires. Give me the common mistakes. Give me the false beliefs. What's the presenter's journey, the struggle? What's the breakthrough we had? What's the transformation? It's going to ask all these things. Now, you can fill all that out and take 10 to 15 minutes to fill it all out, or we can just go autofill your questions based on a web page link. So again, we're going to go here and it will see how it does. So it's going to go, and now it's going to review that website link. And it's going to make up some stuff probably and fill in some blanks right? Okay, there we go. So it doesn't know who the presenter is. So I'm going to put the presenter as Lee Gray. Okay. And the main promise, let's go down here. Attendees will discover a professional automated trading system that delivers consistent, reliable returns with minimal effort, offering a smooth, reliable equity curve instead of unpredictable results. Very cool. Who is it for? Traders who are tired of guessing market moves and want a simple, automated, rules-based system for consistent results. Sweet. What are the pain points? Struggling to predict the market, experiencing emotional pain and financial loss from unreliable trading strategies, dealing with inconsistent or volatile returns, wanting to avoid high-touch and complex trading methods. Now, I just got to stop here for a second. I am telling you to come up with those pain points and that information that we just read in that few minutes before AI was hard. It was not easy. It took time, hours, and brainstorming, and thought, and brain power. AI instantly. That is good copy. I don't know if you agree, Lee, but that's so far what I'm reading, okay? But it says, the biggest desire is achieve consistent, reliable returns. Yes. Experience smooth equity growth. Yes. Gain access to automated, low-touch trading strategy. Yes. Shortcut to the learning curve to avoid common trading pitfalls. Yes. Relying on emotional or arbitrary decisions and other mistakes. Trying to predict the market direction. Using high tech. Lee's coming in. I agree. Using high touch. Okay. you guys get the point. So I'm not going to read every single one of these, but it seems to have got it all down and answered all the questions based on the content I got from the website. Now, it doesn't know what the offer is. So I'm going to go what the bonus is. We're going to say 2 free months. Or no, we're just going to go 1 free month. We'll go 1 free month. And then the regular price is going to be $97 a month. Okay. And then we're going to do the webinar price is going to be, let's say, $67 a month. So a nice little savings, 67.00 a month. And then webinar incentive, early adopters, founders access to the first 100 people. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go live. We're going to throw in 100% hands-on setup with tasty trade, because that's who he uses for the trading. The guarantee 100% satisfaction guarantee. I got a new keyboard. It's still having a hard time. Call to action will be. I'm just going to put that URL that he gave me, which is kind of long. Okay. Objections, FAQs, the hook. Now I have a choice. Lots of text, some text, less text, minimal text. I'm going to do less. I'm going to do some text. Slides with images, yes. Custom instructions, nothing. Generate script. Now the AI is going to start writing the webinar. Okay. So slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, slide 5, slide 6, slide 7, slide 8, slide 9, slide 10, slide 11. As you can see, it's writing the slides as fast as I can scroll. And it's also giving some image prompts of what image might go with that particular slide. Okay, so while it's doing that, let me come on here and see if we have any questions. So Elaine says you have to leave double book. Let's connect soon. Okay, Elaine. Yeah, let's see. And she had asked, oh, she said it's a multiplier. I thought she was the one that asked the question too. Oh, Elaine just asked if she has her launch cart site, does it affect that? It doesn't affect that. You know, the corporation was LaunchCart, and LaunchCart was all we had. And then we built Launch Webs, Launch CRM, Launch Ads, Launch this. And so everyone got confused. So I came up with the ecosystem of Launch Commerce. Okay. So I don't see any other questions. Boom. Okay, so now I come down here and it looks like it's complete and 36 slides. So I'm going to hit save. And if I wanted to edit any slide, I can go edit slide by slide here. But I'm just going to hit complete and hit leave. Now I'm going to rename that slide. I forgot to rename it up here. So this is lock and roll. I got to come down here, hit save, complete again. Okay, got lock and roll. Okay, so now I'm still on my AI slide and I got my lock and roll. So now I go over here to slides and I get new slide deck. And now it brings me to a new slide deck. And I can hit add slides. I can show slide deck settings. I can create with AI. So I'm gonna hit create with the AI, and I'm gonna create with AI. Then I'm gonna do create slide deck from script. Then it's gonna pull up this, and I'm gonna pick my script that I just did. Lock and roll trading, okay? And now it gives me a chance to pick a color scheme. I'm gonna go ahead and do this blue because blue is a good number for financial stuff. And then I'm going to change the logo to launch webinars, even though, oops, select. So I'm putting and now where do I want the brand to go on the bottom right? So, and then it says replace existing slides. See how there's one slide up here? So yeah, we're going to replace the existing slide. And I'm going to import script. Now it's going to start creating the entire slide deck. Slide by slide by slide by slide. And it's amazing. And it's going to have AI create the images. It's going to build, take what it had on those previous slides. And you can see that it's doing its thing, right? It's creating the slides. And it's remarkable what it's doing here. Now, while it's doing that, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to log in another tab. Just let it work. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to the webinar I did last week, View Analytics. 269 visitors, 81 registrants, 30% showed up, 33 attendees, right? Webinar completion rate, 2.5%. And that's out of all of the people, right? I didn't even send a replay because I wasn't happy with how the recording made what I did and how it went. It shows me some charts and graphs of attendees, registrants, and visitors. And again, if I had my replay on, this would look a lot different. It showed me the session time, like people dropping off. At what point of the webinar are they dropping off? So now we can study when people are dropping off our webinar and go, what happened here where people dropped off, right? What's going on? And then it kind of shows you all, and then gives you all the registrants, which I'll keep that information private. So you can see that's very cool. Then I can do all time, last 7 days, 14 days. You can do it from all your webinars, all kinds of cool stuff. So that's super cool, right? Then it also has like a little meeting thing, kind of like a Zoom, so or your own meeting room. So if you wanted to use this to have your own private meetings, you got your own private meeting room, and it's like your own private meeting, and it looks just like this. So now you have a room, you can join the room, and just like if you're on Zoom, you got chats over here, share screen, record, the whole works. It's like, wow. Now I'm not sure I'll use that, but nice little add-on, right? And then it's got your webinars, and then it's got pages. So you can actually create pages. If you wanted to have a standalone sales page or a standalone webinar page, you can create pages in here. Again, we don't need this because we have Launch CRM, and I wouldn't use this for page building, but somebody might, and it's a tool that's available to you. And I come back over here to webinars and AI Creator Suite, lock and roll. You can see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to let that, let's see how this is doing. It's on slide 27 of slide 36. So it's at 28. So it looks like we have a few more minutes. So while that's happening, I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. So what I've shown you will let you automate sales at any scale. If you're ready to make this real, to get the tool and the proven system, pay attention. Here we go. In introducing launchwebinars.ai. It's going to give you automated live, multi-day, on-demand webinars, or you can do live webinars, unlimited attendees. You know, Zoom and GoToWebinar and all these other companies, they charge you. So if you get up over a certain amount, they charge you. This is unlimited. AI-powered sales script and slide generator, including the AI avatar presentations. I'll show you that in a minute. We've got the full webinar funnel builder, registration, thank you page, replay pages, live AI-powered chat, keyway polls, and offers. I'll show you that in a minute too. In fact, let me go back and just show you that because I should have shown that already. If I come over here to, let's see here, webinars, and I go new webinar, new automated or new live or new webinar series, right? So based on what you choose here, you fill out your name, your title, how long your webinar is going to be, and you just answer these questions. Turn them on, turn them off, turn them on, turn them off. Add your logo, so your logo is put into the webinar. Your schedule, what day, what time, what's going to happen, and then you hit next. And then it says, okay, build your registration page. We give you a templated registration page, and you can just edit this, drag and drop, add it to your knowledge into a profitable business. And a nice little form here, you edit this out and you're live. Or you could also use a Launch CRM and have your own webinar pages hosted over there if you want it. So I'll exit out of there. Then you can create your thank you page. And again, I'm using Launch CRM for my thank you page, or I will be, because I want to do upsells on the thank you page to recoup my ad spend if I'm running ads to it. But you got your built-in page, you got your add to calendar stuff, you got your countdown timer. It's awesome. Like just even adding the stupid little add it to your calendar code, that almost takes me like 10 minutes otherwise. So I just love the fact that it's all built in. Then I just go to next, and then here I can build my own page for a watch room, and I can build my own webinar page, or I can embed it on my own site, whatever I want to do, and I can hit next. And then now it's telling me what confirmation emails to go out. Yep. 2-day reminder emails. Yep. 1-day reminder emails. Yep. 3-hour reminder emails. 30-minute reminder. Automated webinar. Then we can track who watched 25% of the email webinars, who watched 50% of the email webinars, who watched 75% of the email webinars, who watched 100% of the webinar emails, who clicked the webinar offer, who did not click the webinar offer. So the idea with this is we're going to write different emails in different copy based on what they did and what they watched. This is gold, because this is what this is the definition of list segmenting. And when you can list segment and put the right message to the right person, you're going to get better conversions. Then you got your 1 day after webinar, 2 days after, 3 days after. And again, by the way, you can have all these also programmed into your Launch CRM through an automation, because this will pass the tags over to your Launch CRM based on if they watch 50%, based on if they watch 75%, based on if they watch 25%, based on if they didn't attend at all. So it's just spectacular coding and what's going on here. And then you see it. Here's where you can do your text messages. You can do your webinar integrations, Google Calendar, Launch CRM. You can do your webinar scripts if you need tracking code for pixels. And you can even share your webinar with other people in the community. So if you had an affiliate and they want to run traffic to your webinar, you can share the webinar with them. So they got some cool features. It's super cool. And then I'm done. All right, so now that webinar is done. So let's go back over here. Okay, there we go. We've got the webinar is created. So let me go back to save, and let me go show slides. And let's just scroll up here to the top. Starting soon, Founders Package, the Smooth Equity Engine webinar. Founders Package, the Smooth Equity Engine webinar. It made a really good looking picture of you, Lee. Disclaimer, important disclaimer. Educational purchase, featuring also involves risk, past performance can feature results. Beautiful. What you're going to learn today is going to help you break free from unpredictable trading results and finally discover a professional automated system for smooth, reliable returns. And this is going to allow you to finally achieve the consistent and reliable profits without needing to predict the market moves. Experience smooth, stress-free equity growth. Automate your trading while avoiding emotional pain. Shortcut years of trial and error. Gain peace of mind and confidence in your financial future. And you'll want to make sure you stay till the end, because I'm giving away a one-page smooth equity cheat sheet that breaks down the exact steps. And again, that would be something we have to create, because that's not going to work. Who this webinar presentation is for: traders tired of the emotional roller coaster, anyone wanting a rules-based automated edge, people frustrated with inconsistent or volatile results, aspiring traders to shortcut consistent returns, those desiring low-touch, reliable strategies. If you want if you want a relief from stressful hands-on trading, you're in the right place. This is excellent. Who am I and why should you listen to me? I'm Lee Gray. I struggled for years with emotional, unreliable trading system before discovering the solution I'll share with you today. Known for helping traders automate with ease. Help dozens achieve stress-free. I'm also a coffee addict and dog dad. My story, I'll never forget starting my account, heart pounding, realizing another gut-filling trade had wiped out my gains. I know, put in one in the chat box if you know what I'm talking about. I was lost, frustrated, dreading every trade. The aha moment came after yet another sleepless night. I realized rules, automation, and consistency, not more guess mark. So anyway, this is an amazing thing. Now, is it perfect? Can he go live with it today, like instantly? No. He's got to come in here. He might have to edit his story. He might have to do some of the stuff. But again, going back to those slides where we create the script, if he alters those, then it's going to create the slides right. But this is a really, really good, really well-written webinar that will convert today, right? Got to tune it up, make sure we're doing it, and get it going. And let's come down here to the offer and see what it did on the offer. Finally, let's see, where did the offer start? Okay. In a nutshell, the Founders Package will let you automate your trading, access proven rules, shortcut years, and consistent profits. What this means for you: more sleep, less stress, no gut wrenching. You finally have it. Let the system do the hard work. And again, see all these images in here? That's a nice looking image. That's AI. Now I can click that and I can hit settings, and then I go, I think I like the, I'm going to make it circle. And that makes it a circle image, right? So it's just so cool what you can do. And of course you can edit this, you can edit the font, you can edit anything you want. Then what you can do is you can export it out. You can hit create a PDF or export to a PowerPoint. Okay, so that's just the bomb. This stuff is just so cool. It's going to save you so much money and make you guys so much money. It's just unbelievable. Okay, so let me come back over here. I showed you the webinars. I showed you the AI Creator Suite. I showed you the meetings. Sub accounts is because it's my white label. Am I missing anything else? Let's see if I'm missing anything else. Sub account pages, media. It's got media storage, so you can, webinars and your images. Okay, so pretty straightforward, right? Pretty straightforward. So let me go back here, and we'll go back to this. So as I was saying, it's going to give you automated like live, multi-day on demand, unlimited webinars, attendees, live AI-powered chat. What this means for you, you can stop working around the clock. You don't have to do all these one-on-one lengthy presentations. Let the AI tee them up, then book a call, your order taker. Create high converting assets once, profit forever. Never lose a lead. AI handles the follow-up instantly. Again, with CRM, you don't need that, but it does it here as well. More freedom, less stress, and more impact. What's included? Automated and live like webinars, AI sales script, slides, even the avatar. Oh, I forgot to show you the avatar presenter view. You can actually have an avatar present this for you. Let me show you that real quick because we got time here. Let's see. So if I go to webinars, let's see. If I go to, I got to go to slides, AI Creator Suite. I got to go to slides, and then I got to, is this it? Yeah, this is it. Edit slide. It's loading my slides. Actually, I forget how to do it, to be honest with you. Let me see. Edit slide deck, clone slide. Presentations. Go to slides. Somewhere in here, you can create an AI avatar, and he'll do the whole webinar presentation for you. So if you're like, I don't like doing presentations, I'm not good at it, he'll do it for it. Little AI avatar will do it for you. Why can't I see it though? I don't know. I apologize about that. I don't know how to do it, but I've seen, I know it can be done. And if I come to help and I go avatar, let's just see. Yeah, I don't know what to search for. Oh well. Okay, I give up. I will try to figure that out and show that off some other time. Okay. Okay, so back to this. Of course, you get the analytics, the CRM integration, and all that kind of stuff. It's going to help you finally write a good converting webinar. Not stress out about what to say, how to say it, ditch the expensive, piece together. You know, and again, some people charge as much as $25,000, $50,000 to create webinars. Don't take my word for it. Over 18,000 businesses have been using Webinar Kit, multiple webinars sharing 6 figures. And this just makes it easy, right? So now you have 2 choices. If you want to use webinars and you want to keep going, you can keep doing it on your own, keep struggling with outdated methods and losing sales. Now, see how this is like your standard, like, you know, webinar close. You got 2 choices. You can keep struggling with outdated methods, losing sales, or you can join 18,000 of us using AI webinars and scale with Launch Webinars starting today, right? So here's my promise. You can sign up today. You can use it for 7 days. And if you don't like it, I'll give you a refund. And after that, you're on the plan, right? So it's 7 days free trial, no problem. Right? You're going to get the automated webinars, evergreen, live, multi-on-demand, unlimited webinars, AI scripts, complete funnels, emails, SMS, CRM integration, in-depth analytics, templates, training, vibrant launch webinar community, which I don't have. That. See, again, now that I wrote that, I got to delete that because I don't have a vibrant webinar community. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I should have caught that. Because, again, that's kind of stuff that it was pulling some stuff on Webinar Kit, and Webinar Kit does have a community, but I don't. So, boom, and that's not all. You guys are all, for everyone being online here. I see there's like a number of you still online watching. I'm going to basically take your email and I'm going to add you to an automation. You're going to get an email saying you've been granted access. I think the email just says welcome, and you're going to get access to the Pocket Hour Playbook, and you're going to get the Goldilocks ICP Blueprint. And the combination of those 2 documents and those 2 things with Launch Webinars can make you a fortune and fine-tune everything you're doing online, okay? So let's stack it up. You got the Launch Webinars, which is normally going to be $97 a month. You got the automated sales script, the funnels, the follow-up, the CRM, the Pocket Hour Playbook, the Goldilocks, the training webinars. There's that kind of the community again. So we don't need to use a code, but today it's going to be $49.97 a month, or if you pay for the whole year, it's $26 a month. Okay, and I'm going to get this link. I'm going to take you right to the page. Where is it? Page looks like this. So here's the page. Here's the order form. Let me drop that in here. Boom. And there's a toggle switch up here just to show you. You know, it's actually that slide's wrong because I gave it some prices, then I changed the prices after I created the webinar with the tool. It's $47 a month, which is 50% off. It's normally going to be $97 a month. So that's going to be the main rate. It's going to $97 a month. And, you know, I'm sure I'll do some sales for $70 a month and $67 a month, stuff like that. But I'm not going to do $47 a month. This is the lowest I'll ever sell it. And then if you say, hey, I'll pay you $312 for a year, you get it for $26 a month. So then when you come down to the order page or the order form, there's a little toggle switch down here. If you want to do the annual, you click the annual. So you still get 7 days. And then if you don't notify me within that 7 days, hey, Greg, this isn't for me. I checked it out. We'll cancel the charge. So you get charged $0 today. But in 7 days, you're going to get charged $312 unless you call up and cancel. Now, conversely, on the monthly, if you go, okay, I'm going to do the 7 day, and then I'm going to pay $47 a month, you get 7 days to look at it, and then on that 7th day, or I don't know if it's the 7th day or the 8th day, probably the 8th day, you're going to be charged $47 a month. So it's totally up to you which plan you want to do, but make sure you tick the right button here, okay? And that's what you're going to get when you order the program. So let's recap. You're going to get a complete automated webinar selling machine. No more blank pages, no more tech headaches or live events. AI builds, runs, engages, and follows up 24/7. Start selling your best offer stuff automatically today. It's worked for 18,000. It'll work for you. And to give you an idea of the comparison chart, every webinar $99 a month, webinar fuel $197 a month, stealth seminar $280 a month, e-webinar $190 a month, and none of them have the AI creation tools. This is the only tool that has the AI creation tools. Okay, and webinar fuel is only automated; it doesn't do live. So there you go. This is a smoking deal. It's a great deal. Get into the little ecosystem, add it to your thing. And to give you a little few stats, I grabbed this from Stefan's email or webinar. The average duration of automated 68 minutes. The average duration of a live is 100 minutes. So people will stay on a live longer than they will automated. So in the registration conversion rate's a little bit lower. Like, look at this, 33% automated, 40% live. But the attendance rate is much higher because they can watch it on their time frame, not necessarily your time frame. 31% to 55%. And the event offer click rate is a little bit lower, a little bit higher. So there's the numbers and proving that automated is still going to make you money. Just because you're automated doesn't mean you're not going to be making money. You're still going to be making money, and it kind of washes out because you have a higher attendance rate and a lower click-through rate, but it's amazing, right? So data from AI automated live webinars, and this has been, now it's over 20,000 businesses, right? He has the stats. He knows the stats on his back end, just like I know the stats on my back end for Launch Cart, right? So automated events see 7% less registrations, but 24% more attendees. It's worth to me more to have 24% more people seeing my face, hearing my voice, and building rapport with me and getting on my list. That means out of every webinar of 100 visitors, 33 automated registrations, 55% view equals 18 out of 100. And on the live, 31, it's 12 out of 100. It outpulls. Okay, so it just makes sense to go automated. And you might have to do a number of lives to get it going. Do you need to be tech savvy? No. You saw what I did. It's not hard. Can you paste a website and hit go and then edit a few slides? I hope so, right? Can I customize everything for your brand? Of course you can. Does it work for your niche? Any niche. Coaching, SaaS, agency, e-com, service. I don't care if you're a realtor. I don't care if you're a HVAC company, a plumber. It doesn't matter. And there's all kinds of support and training. We'll get you help. What are you doing? And then I got to figure out a way to get you in the community. So don't miss your chance. Turn your best offer into a 24/7 selling machine. Join the businesses already doing this. And again, I'm showing you these slides because the system created these slides. And I got to get a good URL, but that URL is working for now. So again, here's everything you're creating with the wrong prices. All right, you're getting the Launch Webinars Pro plan, the script writer, the slide, the avatar generator, the complete webinar. And again, look at this. This AI created this. This is what we all do, the offer stack. It's amazing. Okay, cool. So there you go, everybody. That is the presentation for tonight. Launch Webinars Launch. Got that done in an hour. Yeah, baby, 58 minutes. Okay, I'm open for questions. Q&A. What can I answer for you? What don't you understand? What's holding you back? What's keeping you from saying, I'm going to make the investment. I'm going to allocate some time. I'm going to get my automated webinar going. I'm going to put a demo link on my website. I'm going to put it in my, I'm going to email my database. I'm going to run some ads to it, whatever that is. Yeah, Lee's going very, very, very cool. Yeah, no, this AI stuff is changing the game. And by the way, if you guys want to get in Lee before he actually launches that webinar, hit me up, DM me. We'll get you a special deal for doing that. And again, this webinar is going to be seen because this is an automated webinar. I'm not pretending I'm not live. So this will be promoting Lee's. We didn't plan that, Lee, but it worked out pretty good, huh? We have been working with Lee. We're going to work on creating a webinar and some stuff for him. And I didn't even think about doing that here. So that's awesome. Thanks for showing up, Lee. Appreciate you. All right. Who else? I see other people online. We got questions. No payment plans. Either do the $47 a month payment plan, which is, $512 a year, or you get the whole thing for $312. It's a smoking deal. You can't go wrong. And there's just no way you're not going to make your money back if you start running launch webinars and automating webinars. It's just you're going to make a fortune actually. And I tell you, the first time you can do a 6-figure webinar, you'll be loving life. It's fun. So, okay, well with that, I think I covered a lot of great information. I think everything was fantastic. You can go to launchwebinars.ai. That site should be live. I'm waiting on some DNS changes. They were supposed to be done by today, but launchwebinars.ai and order. And if the price is up, it's up. So if you're watching this and you're getting that special price for launch, I just realized I can't have this be my automated webinar. This is my launch pricing. Okay, well, there you go. See, I'm like everybody else. I'm slow. I make mistakes. Oh, I'm going to do it. Okay, with that being said, thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. Do what I do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them. You'll have a better day. And I'm going to put that link in here one more time. So if you want to do this, you need to go get it because I'm not going to keep this offer at this price much longer. It's probably 48 hours. So get out there, make your order, get it going, start your 7 days, get in there, play with it, have it read your website, create a webinar, and get launched. All right. Have a great day, everybody.